So hey guys, I am Garima. Welcome back to the third session of IntellecTalk presented by ASME IISc Shipper Student Section. And today we have a very amazing personality with us, Miss Prerana Sengupta. She completed her graduation in the year 2020 from the Department of Mechanical Engineering at IISc Shipur. Then she got placed in the company PwC as a technical consultant. In Common Aptitude Test, she secured 99.64 percentile and currently she is pursuing her MBA from IIM Lucknow. So firstly, a very warm welcome to you, Didi. And you have been a part of the ASME IIST Shipper Student section, and today you are being interviewed by the same. So how are you feeling?
Yeah, it's really great. So I like to get in touch with my juniors always because like people who are into industry, they can always impart some knowledge into there. And also it gives me a feeling back home because college was always like a second home to me. And some part where I am now, IIST played a huge part into it. So whenever you guys approach me, I'm really overjoyed.
That's really amazing. So it's a very special thing for someone to get into their dream college, and you have done that. So how's your college life at IIM Lucknow?
So college life at IIM Lucknow, I'll try to break it down into two stages. So first is pre-summers. So pre-summers, whatever you hear, all that 4 to 5 hours of sleep during MBA, you can't, like all those things which you hear, it's totally true. You don't get any time for anything. You just have to prepare constantly, attending the classes, and there's this attendance thing also. Can't go more than like less than 80%. But once your summer placements are done, it's quite chill. There's academics there if you're part of a CCA, which is clubs committee. You do their work too, and there's partying too. It's more of a chill life. But pre-summers, there's quite a rigorous process. And sometimes there are spells where like 2-3 days you don't get sleep. But overall, it's manageable.
That's good. But looking at your profile, I found that you resigned from PwC to pursue your career through MBA. So at what point of your life you realized that you should go for MBA? Like, was it during college time or while working with PwC? How did you realize that?
So it was typically after my third year internship, which we do, right? The summer internship, which we do during our BTech days. So after that, you kind of search on the career options, what are there. So there, I had MS or MTech or MBA or continuing on the job market. So I researched a bit on those lines, or what are maybe if consulting is suited for me, or maybe if I want to go to finance or stay in the tech line. And typically I did a project at BHL which had a semi-consulting kind of work during that time. So around that time only my project advisor told that you are kind of an MBA fit. So you can try to go in that direction. And so typically it was due for my third year end and fourth year.
So then there is generally a very confusion among the students that whether they should join a BA school right after their graduation, or it's better to have a few years of work experience. So in your opinion, which is right?
See, it depends on the line which you want to go after MBA, right? Say if I say marketing they typically take freshers. So it really doesn't matter if you have a work if you want to go into marketing. But say for example for consulting, if you have a Big Four experience or an MBB experience after BTech, it definitely helps. Or even some industries are there. So it totally depends on what you want to do after MBA, that works. But yeah, if you want a straightforward answer, I'd say try to gain 1 or 2 years of work before joining a B school, because then it actually helps your perspective. You will kind of understand the MBA learnings better. So this is one I can tell you.
So it's like if we have a prior work experience, then whatever we'll be learning in the B school or any management school, then we'll be having a direct, perspective that what is the exact thing where it is applicable, right?
Exactly.
How is that related?
Yeah,
Otherwise,
exactly.
It will be like only learning and learning.
Yeah, because the corporate experience which you have right after you're graduating, it's quite different from what you learned in your college curriculum. So it really helps if you get 1 or 2 years of experience, know how firms work, and it will help you in your curriculum also. Like you get a hold of PPT, Excel, and maybe other tools too.
Another thing is that MBA is considered as a fast way to get high position or good salaries, etc. But at the same time, this course is at a high cost. So, what's your take on it? Like, who should target it, and what should be their expectations from it?
See, I know this cost is really high, except there's one college called FMS which has a really low cost program. But taking everything into account, there's a saying that if you hold your admission letter, IIM's admission letter, or any other top B school's admission letter in the air, the banks will come running to you. So money is never a problem. Many people take loans. Even I've seen people from quite backward families, they take loans and they do well, and the loan you kind of give in 2-3 years at max, and there's tax benefits to it, right, the loans. So I think it's if anyone wants to do an MBA is for them.
So moving to the next question, there are so many different B schools and sometimes different admission processes are also there. So for an aspirant trying to secure a seat, coping with these too many options can be confusing. So in your opinion, what are some good B schools and the important entrance exams that one should look out for?
Yeah. So first there is CAT, the main important one. All the IIMs take admission through CAT along with the IITs too. Some of the IITs which have good MBA programs, and FMS, there's another B school which everyone. So if you take IITs, there are the old, new, and baby in decreasing order of importance, and then there's FMS which I told you, and IITs like IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay, they have really good, even IIT KGP, they have really good programs. Other than that, there's ZAT, which every aspirant should give. There's XLI Jamshedpur for that. I think even others, there's also XLI has a Delhi campus too, which also recorded a good placement. And there's other exams for symbiosis, nursing only, although I did not take those, but it's quite good. And there's always GMAT. If you have 2 years plus work X, you can try your hand at ISB, which is considered another leading B school in India.
So as we know that you really performed very well in the CAT, you secured 99.64 percentile. So still there are so many cases where people score good percentile of like 98 or 99, but are not able to secure a seat in good MBA college. And the reason behind most of the such cases is their performance in the next rounds of admission. So how to prepare for those rounds?
See, there are two factors into it. One is, even after securing a 99.5 plus, people do not get calls from some of the colleges because of their past academic records. And it's kind of biased towards engineers who do not get any extra marks for diversity. This is one thing. And secondly, if you come into the interview process, it's quite a rigorous process, right? And there's a huge 40 marks to 50 marks, depends on the college, or given on the interview itself. So what happens is that we do all our preparation during the CAT phase, right? So like studying only for the aptitude exam, but we forget on reading the news articles or like brushing up on our concepts. So that's why CAT interviews are a bit tricky, because the IIM professors or sometimes even alums take those interviews. So that's why people miss out on that.
So MBA interviews are generally very, very interesting. So can you tell us about your interview experience, or can you share some eccentric questions which you faced during any interview?
Yes. So I remember there was one interview where I really love cooking. So that was one of the hobbies which I always highlighted during my interviews. So the professor asked me that relate mechanical engineering to cooking. So I had to take the example of heat treatment and how I use it for preparation of chocolates. Which we use in metals, right, for brittleness and all. And for chocolate also, it's kind of the same procedure. And then there was another one where they asked me that, say you're opening a restaurant in Kolkata, what will be the location, and do a strategic analysis of all the locations. So this was another interesting fact.
Okay, that's really nice. So coming to the next question, it is like, what value has MBA added to your personality or your profile?
See, profile, I think I only did 1 year into my MBA program. It's quite early to understand that. But if you say in terms of personality, there's a huge impact, I can say, because when I was your age in third year and all, like if someone used to tell me that I'm doing an interview or even during vivas na, like जो मुझे पता था वही मैं भूल जाती थी. So it was a huge thing for me, and the transition which happened now, because there are so many interviews you do, you interact with so many people, you become a bit extroverted, you can interact easily with people, which really helps in the long run, right? Because you will work in companies and all. So that's how the personality changed. Another thing is time management. So you remember, like even now, right? Even for one project, we used to take like 2-3 weeks and still not complete that project during our BTech time. But here we can like do a project in just one day. So that's how time management has really impacted, which really helps in your character. So this is how personality changes happen. But profile, I think, too early to say.
So that's really, really very nice. And we also wish you a bright future. And thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and a whole lot of experience and information as well. So now we'll have a quick rapid fire round where you'll need to answer. Like just listening to your mind, like when you listen to the question, what comes to your mind first? So let's start then. The first question is an unforgettable college memory.
It will be Rebecca of second year. That was a hell lot of experience for me.
Yeah. And next is, what's the best compliment you have ever got?
Best compliment I've ever got was there's one professor who told me, right, these kind of girls should be in mechanical engineering. So that was a nice compliment.
That's really, really great. So next question is, what advice would you give to your juniors or to college students?
Yeah, so to you guys, I'll give one advice: enjoy your college life, because these are one of your best memories. Like you will always like regret it if you don't enjoy it to the like maximum level. Like everything will fall in place, placements, career, but do enjoy it. Make good friends; they'll stay with you forever.
That's really very necessary. So next is the thing which you miss most about the IIEST Sheffield.
I'll see the campus as I used to stay in Williams, and the walk from Williams till Vidisha, that night walks, and it has a very good climate, right? So all of us know the lighting and it's kind of aesthetic, different level aesthetic. I really miss that.
That's really very beautiful. So next is, who is your inspiration?
I have few leaders, like mainly from my childhood. Indra Nooyi was a huge inspiration for me. I kind of idolized her. But now I have few more. There's Falguni Nair and there's Vinita too, who are my inspirations. Mainly women in business or entrepreneurs.
And last but not the least question, your favorite cartoon character while growing up?
Cartoon character, it surely has to be Pikachu, because I was a Pokemon fan.
Yeah, that's my favorite also. So thank you so much, Prerana Didi, for having such good experience and good session with us. And thank you for giving your precious time and sharing your experience and knowledge. It was really great experience in talking with you. And thank you to all the viewers also. And we'll get back to you with a new video very soon. And till then, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Garima.